Danielle here. Welcome to Danielle's Corner. Today we're going to be making spinach artichoke dip. Alright, so what we're going to need is you need cream cheese, 1 package cream cheese. I got this Lucerne from my grocery store. This should be at room temperature. You need 1 can of artichoke hearts, drained and coarsely chopped. I have these. It says 14 ounces. This is 13.75, so a little less, but that's what we had. So that's what we're going to have to make do with. Spinach, frozen spinach, chopped. So I have this. Mayonnaise, this is the mayo that I use. So that's just what we're going to use. Italian cheese blend. This is what I have, the Lucerne as well. And a garlic clove finely minced. I'll use my little crushed garlic. Dry basil. I have these basil leaves. And then it says garlic salt. I don't have garlic salt. I have granulated garlic. So I'll add a little bit more of this. Lots of garlic in there, obviously. And then salt and pepper to taste. This is what I have. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so first off what we're going to do is the spinach. Take it out of the container. And, you know, you can use whatever spinach works for you. I just got this one because my store literally, I thought I wasn't even going to be able to make this because I couldn't find any spinach, and finally this was like just there. And I was like, okay, because I usually like to get the ones in the bag, but they didn't have it. So you want to let this kind of thaw out, and then you want to get out as much moisture as you can. So what I usually do is I wring it out in paper towels. So I'm going to go ahead and let this be thawing out, and all we need of this is half a cup. So I'll let this thaw out, and then while this is thawing out we'll go ahead and mix up the rest of the stuff. Okay, so I know I said we're gonna do the rest of it, but it got thawed out pretty fast, so while I was taking care of a few other things, so I thought, well, let's just go ahead and get this taken care of. So you want as minimal moisture as possible. So I guess this is going to be all of it. Okay, so we're just going to wring it all out. So what I do is I just wring it out as much as I can, and then I get a paper towel and wring out more, because you don't want that moisture in there, otherwise it's going to make it runny. Okay, let me get a paper towel, or a couple of them rather. Okay. Let me know if you guys have ever made this, or if there's any kind of appetizers or anything that you guys do for the holidays or for any time, you know. I know I keep saying holidays because right now it is that time of year, but most of this stuff, a lot of this stuff that I've been making this season are things that you can do at any time, you know. You see, look how there's still so much moisture in there. You don't want that. Okay, let's see. I think, let me do it one more time. I just want to make sure. We're having a really cloudy, windy day here, so if you hear like some noises and stuff, it's just the wind. But I love it. I love it. Shannon and I just love this time of year and this weather. Hoping for some snow, but we did get a little bit of rain, so we'll take that. Okay, so we're just going to go with this. I'm going to chop it up, and then we'll move on. Okay, so I have my knife, just kind of, it says chopped, but I'll go ahead and just chop it up a little bit more just to kind of make sure. So we'll chop this up, and then we'll chop up the artichokes because those are quartered. We want them a little bit smaller than that. I'll definitely link this recipe down below. Actually, I won't link it. This is a recipe that's not mine, but I got it from an old friend, somebody that I used to be friends with, and I've kept it because I love it. So she used to make it all the time. Well, not all the time, but you know, when we do something together, a lot of times she'd bring in. Oh, I loved it, so I got the recipe from her. So that is this. So I'll put it down below, and definitely consider subscribing. I would love to have you. Now we have the artichokes here. Open that up. Let me drain this out, and then we'll get this chopped up. All right. Yeah, this person, we were really close friends, and she got married, and then I got married, and then, well, she already had her 2 kids, and I had Barbara. Then, you know, I had Cheyenne, and so our kids were, you know, growing up together. And actually, she didn't have her 2 kids. I don't know what I'm saying. She actually had her first one, yeah. I was already dating my now ex-husband, but at the time we were dating. But yeah, so she had one, and then she got married, and then I got married, and then had my daughter, Cheyenne. I already had Barbara. And then she had her second child. So yeah. So yeah, but then she had always had kind of like, in the past she had had issues with addiction and stuff, and she had gotten better, but unfortunately she fell back into it. So that's why we're not friends anymore, because, you know, you can't really be friends with an addict, unfortunately. Not an addict like she is. So she's into some really bad hard drugs. So last I heard anyway, and she's not even living here anymore, and she got her kids taken away from her parents, and it's just a horrible, horrible, sad situation. And you know, I pray for her. That's unfortunately all I can do. Okay, so we got this after that sad story. Jeez. I'm gonna use a paper towel on this too, because I don't want too much moisture. But first, I think what we'll do is we'll mix everything else up, and then before I add this in, I'll squeeze out the stuff. Well, maybe I should do it now. Let's just do it now. Since we're here working on it, we're not going to start mixing things up here. So I'll put on a paper towel, because there's still a lot of moisture in here, and you don't want that. It's been a while since I've made this. Okay, remove this, and then let me squeeze it out over the sink, and then I'm going to do it just like I did this, and then I'll put it on the spinach, and then I'll bring it back over here. Okay, so here we have this. Now let me get a bowl, and we will mix up the rest of everything, get everything all mixed together in a bowl and in the oven. I have the oven preheated to 350. And let's see, we need the cream cheese. This should be at room temperature. Mine is, I think, mostly at room temperature. I always forget to do that, to set things out, like the butter for certain things and the cream cheese, and something I need to work on. But hey, we're always all a work in progress anyway. Something I've needed to work on for a long time now. It always works out though, so geez. Oh, there we go. And then we need 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. And you can use regular mayonnaise. This is just the mayonnaise I have on hand, so it's what I'm going to use, because it's what I have. But yeah, there's no rule as to what kind of mayonnaise you need to use, or yeah, it would probably be pretty good. I mean, it would probably be really good with full fat mayonnaise, mayonnaise, or like my parents like to say, real mayonnaise. They don't like my, I guess, fake stuff. They're so set in their ways, those oldsters. Okay, and then we use half a cup of the Italian cheese, just the cup I had. Oh no, this is a fourth. Where's my half a cup then? Okay, well this is a fourth, so we'll do 2 of these. Okay, that's close enough. And what else do we need in here? Cream cheese, mayonnaise, Italian cheese blend, garlic, basil, and garlic salt. Basil, how much basil do we need? Half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon. 1 garlic clove, so I'll just kind of toss some of this in there. We'll just do about the same. There we go. And garlic salt, it says 1/4, but we're just going to toss in some garlic. And like I said, I'll put the recipe down below. You guys can follow it as much as you want. Some pepper. And some salt. It just says salt and pepper to taste. So now we mix this together. All right. Ooh, I need to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. All right, get this all mixed together. This is such an easy recipe and it's so good. I think it is. And you can eat this with bread or chips. Usually what I do is with chips, but I have had it with I've gotten like like the small little loaves and slice that up and put it on that. Oh, so good like that too. You can, yeah. So usually chips or the bread, but whatever you want, really. It's really good. Okay, I just want to make sure that this is all, that the cream cheese is mixed in good and everything's done good. The lighting keeps changing. It's just because the weather outside is kind of crazy. I'm right here by a window. I keep the blind closed, but the sun is going in and out of clouds. So have you guys had any snow? Do you guys like this kind of like winter weather? What is your favorite season? Okay, and then now let's see. We add in the spinach and the garlic. Not the spinach and the garlic, the spinach and the artichokes. Geez, spinach and garlic. Oops, one's trying to get away. So we mix this all together good. And then we're going to spray a pan, not a pan, like a dish, casserole dish, and put it in the oven, 350 degrees for about 25 minutes. Actually, we're going to put a little bit more cheese on top, and then we're going to put it in the oven. And it's going to be so delicious. Alright, let me go ahead and get the casserole dish. I have this one right here. And I'm going to spray it just with my little spray stuff on my fingers. Alright. And I'm going to toss that in there. I know it seems like it's like, I don't know if it seems like it to you. It always seems like it to me, like it's like not enough. It's like, Cheyenne sneezing. She's doing her schoolwork. It always just seems to me like it's not enough, you know, but it is. It's actually more than enough because it's very dense and heavy, so you don't really eat that much of it because of that. But I mean, don't get me wrong, we're going to eat all of this. My older daughter Barbara is going to be coming over tomorrow, and she's pregnant, so I'm sure she will enjoy this. And she's This has always been like one of her favorite things. Because we won't finish this today. There's no way. And I don't even know if Cheyenne even really likes this. So it'll probably be me munching down. And then, yeah. I'll share it with Barbara tomorrow. We should be finding out today when her C-section is. So I'm excited about that. Excited, worried, you know, all the above of being a mom. And now grandma. Okay, so now we're gonna put some more cheese on there. It says, because it asks for 3/4, we put half a cup, and then now you're supposed to use the remaining quarter. But I'm just gonna sprinkle it on there. And then we bake it. You know what? I'm just gonna use. Maybe I won't use the rest of this. That might be too much. Okay, so now I'm gonna put it in the oven for 25 minutes, and then we'll come back and check it out. All right, here it is. Look at that. So toasty and just creamy and good. I'm gonna let it cool a little bit, and then we will sample this. Okay, let's sample this. I have my little bite-sized Tostitos. I'm gonna get one. Sorry, I accidentally hit the camera because I'm so excited. There it is. It's still steaming because, per usual, I can't wait for things to completely cool. Okay. I might have to wait a moment because it smells so good though. Because since it's so like thick and creamy and dense, it takes a little bit longer to cool. Doesn't that look delicious? Got the cheese and Yep. 2 thumbs up. So good. Let me know if you guys try this. Let me know how it turns out. I would love to hear from you guys. See how it is. Ooh, this would be good even like for New Year's Eve. I don't know if what you guys do for New Year's Eve. This would be really good for New Year's Eve too. Like usually what we'll do is we'll have like a bunch of like snack stuff out and just kind of graze all night. So that's kind of fun to do for New Year's Eve as well. For any time, just for the heck of it. So let me know if you guys try this. I hope you're all having an amazingly blessed day and an amazingly blessed week. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.